URMtv.
Viewers, good evening and welcome to today's URMtv news with me, Ravi Kashandagama. First, the top stories. Federal government inaugurates committee to address unemployment. Group calls Governor Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir to run for president in 2027. Nahuta resident lament poor learning environments. This and many more. Stay tuned.
URMtv.
The federal government has established a steering committee of the Nigerian Jubilee Program to enhance its employment initiative and improve the employability of recent graduates with market-ready skills. The Vice President Kashim Shettima announced the development during the inauguration of the committee at the State House, Abuja. Shettima described the program as a significant step by the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and emphasized that it will provide Nigerian youth with the necessary tools to become employees, innovators, and leaders in their chosen careers. Shettima also highlighted Nigerians' proactive approach to addressing climate change, noted that despite intervention, optimal outcomes cannot be achieved without collectively addressing the threat of climate change, which he described as a manifest threat to our existence. The Nigerian Jubilee Program is a Nigerian government initiative being implemented by the United Nations Development Program with a seed investment from the European Union. It is coordinated by the Office of the Vice President and aims to address challenges facing Nigerian graduates in accessing meaningful jobs. The Vala Abdul Qadir Muhammad Vanguard Bambi has urged Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party and Peter Obi of the Labour Party, Rabiu Musa Konkoso of the New Nigerian People's Party, and other opposition leaders in Nigeria to support Bauchi Governor Bala Muhammad in the 2027 presidential election. During its Southeast Zonal Congress in Enugu, the group's National Director of Protocol, Peace Ihanyi, emphasized the need for collective action by the opposition forces to address Nigerian deepening economic and social crisis. Ihanyi, speaking to journalists after the Congress, stressed the importance of unity among the opposition candidates, highlighting the collapse of Naira to over 1,600 Naira per dollar, inflation exceeding 40%, and the price of a bag of rice surging beyond 100,000 Naira.
I very much assure you that if the Kaura Obochi becomes the next president, he possesses the political, the administrative, and the technical know-how to conquer the seemingly unconquerable forces who have hitherto hindered the rapid development of our country. And that on this analysis, I would like to reiterate the call made by my colleague that all the contestants, I mean the presidential candidates in the last, general elections in the person of Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, as earlier mentioned by my colleague, we urge them to share this word and cooperate with Governor Bala Muhammad, who I believe will certainly serve as our savior.
He emphasized that the APC-led government has crippled the nation's economy and the national security, inflicting severe hardship on Nigerians. He further stated that with Bala Muhammad at the helm, Nigerians can chart a new course and be restored, calling on other opposition leaders like Atiku, Obi, and Konkoso to set aside their differences and unite behind Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir. The group stressed its commitment to seeing Bala Muhammad secure the PDP ticket and lead Nigeria to a better future, adding that the movement is not just political campaign but rather a national rescue mission. It is a disheartening moment in Nahuta village of Toro local government as the residents expressed dismay over the shabby and dilapidated condition of their school, leaving pupils with no option but to receive classes under a thatch. The development was made available to URMtv by Comrade Salihu Hussein Nahuta after interacting with the school authority and some pupils in the school. Attributing the problem to the government negligence, the village head Al-Hassan Haruna Nahuta stated that the only school built by the community in the past 30 years had been recently blown off by the wind. He further stated that despite the dilapidated condition of the school, the award kept attending the school at all times, thereby requesting government intervention, noting that there had been none in the past 30 years of the school's existence.
Abin da ya kawo ni da ba zan zo ba yadda masta zuwa tare da ya ce aikin bakin cikin nan ko shi ne rashin yi ga yara nan ya fi shekara 30 ma wannan makaranta tana nan amma ba mu taɓa ganin ginin gwamnati ga shi ta zo an mana ba saboda haka bakin cikin ya ishe mu kuma muna so ya zama farin ciki kuma da muka neme ku wajen saboda haka wannan makaranta yara ga su dai waɗansu ma ba su zo ba kenan saboda harkokin yau da kullum yau ba wajen zama amma har da haka ga sunan dai da yawa sun zo to don saboda haka muke roƙo don Allah a taimaka mana a mana wannan ginin makaranta shi yasa mu kawo kuka a wajen ku.
Narrating their audio, one of the school teachers who pleaded for anonymity stated that the village people, particularly pupils, are eager to study despite having no intervention from the government. The primary 5 pupils named Abdul Hakim Hussaini said that after the rainfall and wind deteriorated the school's condition, they went into the bush and looked for reeds, sticks and straws to make thatch so they could not be hindered from studying.
Ta zo rushe mana makaranta wasu ma a ƙasa ne shine da mu rasa yadda da mu je jeji mu saro itatuwa a hadarin fa mutanen gari
su gina muku to dinnan ɗaliban makarantar nan ne
dinnan ɗaliban makarantar nan.
Meanwhile, Nahuta residents urged government authorities and stakeholders to come and rescue the future of their wards. In a related development, the people of Uga village were delighted by the visit of a delegation sent by the executive chairman of Toro local government, Honorable Abubakar Dembo, to inspect the village dispensary for renovation. The dispensary, built in the 1980s, is on the brink of collapse due to the neglect and has not received any intervention until now. Prior to the delegation's arrival, photos of Uga Primary School and Dispensary had gone viral on social media, catching the attention of numerous influencers and prompting the government to come to the aid of the village. Viewers, with this report, we've come to the end of today's news. But before we go, a quick look at the major stories once again. You have heard that the federal government inaugurated committee to address unemployment. Also, group calls Governor Bala Muhammad Abdul to run for president in the 2027 election. Nahuta residents lament for them environment. As produced and edited by Kabiru Aminidori and the production team, and I, Ukashawadi Magama, says do have a lovely day, and don't forget to join us on our social media platforms for more interesting news packages. Thank you. URMtv.